Monday Night Raw Hot Takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes from the previous episode of Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and or PLEs. And if you want a hot take on diets, well, a balanced diet is bacon in both hands. All right, let's go with Prin XXX. Hot take, Logan Paul, Reed, in theory, instantly agreeing to Braun Breaker should win the Rumble makes no sense since they logically want the title for themselves. I do kind of understand Logan Paul saying that because he's kind of sucking up. In his mind, he may feel like he's still kind of a fraud of a wrestler, so he's trying to get in with this group to legitimize him. Austin Theory, I could kind of see also because he's flopped for the last couple of years, so he's doing whatever he can to stay in this main event. But Bronson Reed, the guy that has a victory over Roman Reigns, that one is a little hard to explain, that he would just be like, yeah, cool. Let's see what Jimbo Slice has to say. Why was Bronson Reed so giddy to help Braun win the Rumble? The Vision is holding Bronson back. He didn't need this faction. You're right on that. This faction is holding Bronson Reed back. For a moment, it helped because of the win against Roman Reigns. If he had not been in this faction, it would have been hard to get that victory because, well, it put him in position. It put him in position for Roman. Problem is, if we don't do anything with the Roman Reigns victory, it doesn't matter. Eric Rowan, the guy in the bunny mask in the Wyatts, he holds a victory over Roman Reigns, but we didn't really do nothing with it. Now, granted, it was before the tribal chiefdom, but that said, just saying you beat Roman, while, yeah, really cool, not exactly going to be the end-all, be-all you need to stay relevant. Bronson Reed is not relevant right now, and that sucks because he's so good. He's so good, and he could have been in a feud with Roman because we've already demonstrated how Bronson Reed can get into feuds with people he has no right to be in a feud with. Remember when he attacked Seth freaking Rollins? He was not in the position to attack Seth. Right, on the card wise, he was kind of mid card while Seth Rollins is the main event, and yet he attacked him and instantly elevated himself. So he could have just done that with Roman. Honestly, what has the Vision really done for him? Gives him TV time, but so what? Like, he got a shirt out of it. He says tribal thief. He's not the tribal thief. He stole some shoes twice. That doesn't, why not just make that his gimmick? Every time they beat down the luchadors, steal their shoes. You could still be doing more with them. It's like, we don't need to just push Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed. It can be an and. Push Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Give him the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, Dominic's not doing anything with it right now. We could do something. Or just have him have matches where he's just beating up people and he's just plowing through the roster. It is kind of strange that he would just be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's Braun Breaker, I want you to be champion, and I'm okay with not. Was he just going to eliminate himself? What would be cool is if he was number one and Braun Breaker was number two, because then maybe they have all the intentions in the world to, the four of us, we'll team up until the end, right? But if you make them fight right in the beginning, then you know that things are breaking down. That would actually be kind of cool. Or Bronson Reed and Logan Paul, number one, number two, and then we can see the breakdown, and I think that would help. I would help Bronson Reed a lot. It would help Bronson Reed a lot. My fear, though, is if he does kind of start to go on his own or into business for himself at the Rumble, that it would turn him babyface. I don't think he should be babyface. I think he should be the heel that destroys and dominates. He was so on fire before his injury. And then when he came back, it was a good moment. But then he was saddled in a suit behind Seth Rollins. And now he's just saddled in a shirt beside Braun Breaker. It's like the Vision is not doing him any favors, honestly. Honestly, it's not, other than a consistent paycheck. And that's enough for some people. That's enough for some people. Hey, if Bronson Reed is just happy to be there, then he's in the perfect spot. But honestly, I feel that he needs to start showing some initiative and getting out of the shadow of Seth and Braun Breaker, because the guy's money. The guy's money. I'm not saying he has to main event WrestleMania. I'm not putting him even on the same level as Braun Breaker, but the guy definitely deserves his standout time. And we can do it. Evolution evolved both Randy Orton and Batista, like, while still letting Triple H be dominant. So it's like we can push multiple people in a faction at one time. Go Buggy. I hate Finn for ruining the main event on Raw with AJ and Punk. Well, I mean, that was kind of the goal. They want you to hate Finn Bálor for that. I will say that. Now, am I happy about it? Oh, I am a little conflicted. I like that Finn Bálor has a storyline. He's in a main event program. We're not just wasting him away under the shadow of Dominic Mysterio, but I did kind of want to see a finish to that. I will say that was the intention, though, to get heat on Finn. So I guess it did work. I guess it did work. Zach D says, with that ending, something tells me that AJ isn't retiring just yet. Second hot take, Finn crashed out because he knew Chop stole his Rumble spot and he wants it back. I posted a picture on the community tab. Go check it out, where I declare that I'm going to be in the Rumble. So tune in on Saturday to find out if I really am. Why does it tell you that he's not retiring? Honestly, don't forget John Cena and Sami Zayn. They had a match and it was DQ'd also. So honestly, this kind of leads me to believe more so that he's retiring, because they had to get that CM Punk AJ Styles match, and so they had to just shoehorn it in, and they didn't know how to finish it because they needed AJ to look strong, and they couldn't have CM Punk lose his championship. So, DQ. So, I hope you're right. Because I don't want AJ to retire yet, but I think, to me, it leads more credence that he will. Tracy Wood says, I don't have a hot take this week, just commenting to help the algorithm, the almighty algorithm. Yes, thank you very much. So I did say last night, I am going to have to step away from doing live streams, and I'm probably stepping away from the Raw one take one shots or the reviews. I don't know though. Like I woke up this morning and I started reading some of your comments, and they really it started really pulling at my heartstrings. Maybe I gotta figure out a way to make those happen. The lives on Monday and SmackDown on Fridays, I don't think I can fully make happen because of work. I need to pull back and work harder at my actual job and make money, because I said 2025 was the year that I went all in on the channel, and I lost a lot of money doing that. So now 2026, I have to say, okay, well, this YouTube thing, while I'm not giving up, I will still do daily videos. I had to be like, you know what? I need to maybe not put all of my time and effort into this YouTube thing. Maybe I need to focus on other areas, maybe get another job or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or focus heavier on my job, get a promotion at my job that I absolutely hate. Unless the algorithm pushes this channel out there, I'm going to have to take a step back. I have to take a step back from doing YouTube, and not daily videos, but no more live streams except for PLEs. And I said maybe no more one take one shot reviews. But then you guys got me feeling bad about it, and I kind of want to do it because some people are like, oh, I really like these and stuff. I didn't know anybody liked them. I only got 20 comments one time. So I'm like, okay, well, if my viewers and subscribers are not engaging in the videos, that tells me you guys don't like something. So I'm going to change. If you guys don't interact with these videos, then I'm just going to not do those videos, because this channel is for you. And if I don't see you guys and gals liking the videos, then I won't do them. Let me know. Let me know what you want. I'm going to keep doing the daily videos. I still want YouTube to be my main job. But right now, it's not paying the bills, and it's not even close. It's not even close. That's the thing. Like, I need views on videos more than subscribers even. So just because you've subscribed to the channel, like I'm not begging for money, but I am begging for views. Please just play the video. Go Buggy says, yeah, I don't care about the Vision anymore because Braun Breaker didn't kill Adam Pearce for what he did to the group. Honestly, I get that Adam Pearce didn't send any troops out after the match where Braun Breaker and company were beating everybody up. So I think that's the little story behind this, that Adam Pearce has been handcuffed, but they didn't make that directly known. And I agree. We have a situation where Braun Breaker is supposed to be so like unhinged, and he's not willing to attack Adam Pearce. And then we build up this storyline where Adam Pearce just says, you know what, guys, your suspension is lifted and you're all in the Rumble. It's like, you can enter this Rumble by email, Roman Reigns, or on a commercial break, Javon Evans. It's like, they made it seem a little bit of a hard to get into the Rumble with Finn Bálor, but come on, we all knew the Vision was going to be in this. For that to be the big victory for Paul Heyman, that he got his suspension lifted and he's in the Rumble, it was very anticlimactic. If Braun Breaker had destroyed Adam Pearce like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then Adam Pearce was forced to reinstate Braun Breaker because he had put his hands on him first, that would have made things so much better. But as it stands, Braun Breaker just stood there in a hoodie all night long. He did his 23-mile-an-hour spear. It's like, yeah, I know Braun Breaker can get heated up really quick again, but I have seriously lost interest in Braun Breaker and the Vision. I've never had really that much interest in the Vision as a whole, but the individuals. But I have lost interest in Braun Breaker. I'm not saying, oh, we need to fire the guy, but I'm just saying my interest in him is at an all-time low right now. It'll heat back up. He wins the Rumble. He starts acting crazy and unhinged again. It'll work. But yes, this was a missed opportunity. They should have Vader bombed Gorilla Monsoon here. They should have Stone Cold stunned Vince McMahon here. AJ Styles should have won the world title from Charles Yancey. And AJ Styles deserves way better. Way better. I agree. So it's looking like, from what I'm hearing, and it could just be Triple H playing us, but from what I'm hearing, AJ Styles has known for a while that he was going to retire at Rumble. His contract is up in February. I mean, they could always do an extension. They could always have him work without a contract. I don't know if TKO would allow that, but they've known for a while that it was going to happen. He even told Shinsuke, and Shinsuke put it on Instagram that AJ told him that. Now, that Shinsuke one, I'm like, was that true, or are they playing us? Are they playing us? I don't know. And I'm cool with that. I don't mind getting played. That's what wrestling is. Wrestling should try to fake us out at every opportunity. I just worry that this is it for AJ Styles. Charles Yancey, I'm glad Rhea and Stephanie and Io won. I was not. I thought Judgment Day, they're a cohesive unit. There are 3 people who spend day in, day out together. I feel they should have won. I understand why they didn't, because it's Rhea Ripley. But I think they should have won. A team should always beat individuals. Adam the Alien says, hot take, I can't stand Io Sky. Sorry, and before you say something, Chop, here's why. Well, I mean, for one thing, you're allowed to like and not like anyone you want, unless it's Bill Goldberg, then just don't like him. But you're allowed any other person, you can like and don't like, it's up to you. I feel she tries too hard, and I don't know if it's the language barrier, so she tries to cross over to English fans or something, but it's not working for me, dog. Well, honestly, I'm glad that she tries. It shows she cares. And like I said, you're allowed to like and dislike who you want. I will tell you this, though. I was not an Io Sky fan for a very long time. Even after her match with Bayley at WrestleMania 40, I did think that was one of the best matches of the weekend, but I still didn't like her. It wasn't until a random Raw where she fought Bianca Belair that I was like, wait a second, do I like Io Sky? I do like Io Sky. I don't like this relationship she has with Rhea. I think that to me is forced. And I can tell, like, they have good chemistry together. But when I say forced, it's like they're just hugging each other way too much. And I'm like, I want to see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed hug each other as much as Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and then people tell me that that's not weird. Adam also says, here's a hot take, Wrestle Chop is my favorite wrestling channel in 2026. Perfect mix of positivity and not so much positivity. I'm glad you feel that way, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes, I'll crash out and people will be like, what job? I thought you were a positive channel. Or sometimes I'll be positive and people will be like, you're just offending the product, you shill. You know, you can't win for losing here on YouTube. Sometimes you'll have weeks where I'm just bad-mouthing WWE, but that's because I refuse to go against what I think. I promise you, I will never promote WWE or say WWE is doing a great job if they're not. Or at least I'm not getting paid a lot of money. Like, WWE better pay me a lot of money to make me lie and say that they're doing good. And as of right now, WWE does not like me. I was not on season 2 of Unreal. So you can be rest assured that you're going to get an honest opinion. But being an honest opinion means me calling out bad writing when it's bad, and me calling out good writing when it's good. So I'll never be a crash out channel just to crash out, but I'm not going to suck up to Triple H just to suck up to Triple H. Oh, Triple H, only 3 titles for WWE 2K26? I think you should get 4, sir. No, I'm not going to do that. Speaking of Skywalker, AJ versus Gunther is lose-lose. AJ wins. Gunther is really buried now and looks to be like a chump. If AJ loses, it's gonna be go away heat. Well, he'll get the heat that he wants. Gunther will get the heat that he wants, but I don't know. I do feel it's lose-lose still, because I think we should have just got more time out of AJ Styles. But, you know, I do say that I do respect AJ, though, that he's like, you know what? I've got enough money. And it's time for me to go. I respect that he's going out on his terms. And if AJ's like, right now is the time, I would ask AJ to reconsider. I would ask AJ to make it to SummerSlam at least. But if now is the time, and AJ's like happy with it, I do respect that immensely. But, I just think we could have got things different. I think maybe if we had treated AJ with better creative leading into this, then it would have been better. If Shinsuke and AJ Styles, while they told a great match in the ring, I bet if we had told a 3-month creative program that made AJ Styles fall in love with wrestling once again, well, maybe he would stay to WrestleMania. Maybe we get a WrestleMania retirement out of AJ Styles. But no. Sigh, heavy sigh. I'm going to be sad when AJ retires. It is lose-lose right now with that, though. Like, how would you let Gunther lose? You can't let Gunther lose. You just can't. You would kill that. The character right now of the legend of the career killer. I love this character, honestly. Gunther had a good promo last night that made me like, yes, there we go. Motivation for Gunther. But at the same time, I still don't want AJ to retire. Don't want AJ to retire. I'm glad, though, that they've been able to manage to somehow pull a story out of this, unlike Gunther and John Cena, where he was just like, I'm going to make you tap out. And then he tapped out. Hated that still. Be humble. The Masked Man has been an absolute flop. Yeah. I agree with you. Look at Austin Theory. I mean, he won against Rey Mysterio. For Austin Theory, it has made him higher on the card, but we have already, like, I don't know, he kind of feels unimportant still. So, I mean, absolute flop? Probably not. But on a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 2 on the flop scale. Where is the Intercontinental Championship? Says my man Eddie Mania, fighting to survive. Eddie Mania. Sorry. When I start that, I can't stop it. Where's the Intercontinental Championship? Since when does Dominic Mysterio have the right to keep the title hostage? I know he's injured, but why not strip him of the belt and let someone like Finn Bálor or another deserving wrestler win it? Honestly, that'd be kind of cool. Think about this. Finn Bálor wins it, and now he's the Intercontinental Champion. So when Dominic comes back to the Judgment Day, it's like, why don't you just give me my belt back? And Finn Balor's like, no, mate. Right there, that could start something. Or why not just have Dominic Mysterio on TV? Remember that AJ Styles feud? It was kind of going on when Dom was a little injured, banged up. Just have Dominic Mysterio on TV, like ducking people. You can literally keep the belt on him and make him even more cowardly. Bishop Marley, the Raw Tag Team division is in shambles, but an unexpected push of Tozawa isn't what I asked for, but could be what we need. Ooh, you know, if Tozawa and Otis beats the Usos for the title, then the Jey Uso experiment will be like not only done, but it'll be done. Be done. But yeah, I did enjoy Tozawa going on his little run yesterday. It was nice to see him wrestle. I said this in my one take one shot, but I'm all about character. But wrestling is still important to the character. It might be the number 3 or number 4 thing that's important to the character, but it's still important. Tozawa's all character, no wrestling. So it was nice to see him get to go and nice to see him get to shine. Rhea is so overpowered, says Foz Rip. That finish to the match was ridiculous. She just constantly counters everything. Yeah, I guess that's a valid point. I understand why they gave it to Rhea Ripley, because she's like over and everything. But yeah, she I think she was one point, wasn't it like her on 3 people and she just countered. So I get it. I wish they would tone it down a little. I feel they have depowered her, but they still forget every once in a while that it's better to have a baby face that has a weakness and has to fight uphill. They forget that with Rhea Ripley. Carmichael, Penta continues to be a big butthole. Logan Paul is checking out his friend Austin Theory, and he sneaks up behind him and just clocks Logan in the head for no reason. And we're supposed to feel bad that he gets his comeuppance later? Come on now. Yeah, Penta, hey man, you want to see butthole Penta? Go watch Lucha Underground. Lucha. The dude was a menace. The dude was a menace in Lucha Underground. I can't wait for that Penta to reemerge. Tiz Mickey says, I like that Finn is getting a push, but Sammy, but I feel it's a little bit too late. Yes. There's a difference. I want Finn to win, but I don't necessarily want Sammy to win. But you are right. That is a legit statement. With Sammy, it feels like they've done the underdog thing too long. With Finn, it feels like they've just dropped the ball too many times on Finn Bálor. It's like they dust him off to give a credible challenge, like a filler feud in between big events. They did it with Finn with Roman, Finn with Seth, Finn with CM Punk now. And it's like, I love that he's getting this push. Finn with Damian Priest. It's like, but it's like, is it just so he can lose and then just go back to nothing? And then also the tag team division is not good at all. They need new guys ASAP. Agreed. And I hope Naomi is okay. Jimmy hasn't been there in a while, and last week Jay shouted them out. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I hope she's okay. At first I thought it was she had her baby last week, but this week, all they said was Jimmy was not there for personal reasons. That's scary. That's a scary statement, because it's Jimmy's not here because he's celebrating the birth of his child. That's a way different statement than, Jimmy's not here for personal reasons. So, all good thoughts to Naomi, Trinity, because, please, I hope everything is okay. That, That's more important than anything. That's more important than any wrestling storyline. Comet of Doom says, I was live at the event. The vibe I got from what happened after the credits rolled got me a distinct feeling that AJ is done and after the Royal Rumble. CM Punk bowed to him on hands and knees in the ring and basically gave him his flowers on an amazing career. AJ said a few words and then did his goodbyes to the crowd. The look on his face felt, thanks guys, goodbye. I wouldn't be surprised if he wraps it up in WWE, but still spends a year doing a few matches here and there in Japan. But I really hope I'm wrong and we get a bit of AJ. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, he just retires in WWE and then he goes to TNA. I don't think he will. Like, he was on a Chris Van Vliet interview and scoffed at the idea of wrestling in his 50s. So, yeah, folks, make your peace with AJ Styles. Make your peace with AJ Styles because Saturday could be donezo. So Don says he doesn't want to give us hope, though, but he could see Brock Lesnar interfering with Gunther and AJ. Hear me out. Gunther versus Brock at Mania is a match WWE already wants. Brock is rumored to retire this year, and it fits Gunther's motives for wanting to wrestle him. And Shinsuke's tweet is right up Triple H's alley in terms of swerving the fans with a worked shoot. That is right. Lastly, Brock interfered with Cena and Sammy last year, so it's not out of the scope of his character. Yeah. Maybe Brock is just like, you know what? People fear you. They used to fear me, so now you will fear me. Speaker of words, Finn will enter as El Grande Americano. That would be so disrespect to put on a mask and portray yourself as a Mexican luchador. So disrespectful. WWE would never do that. Not to a legend like Grande Americano who's been around since the 70s. Hank says, I hate to see the Creed brothers get almost no TV time since Chad's been gone. They're so talented and proved so in the Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. They should have like 100% had Ivy Nile leading the Creed brothers. The faction, the tag team division is in shambles. They have a straight up great, amazing young tag team right there in the Creed brothers, and they've pretty much done nothing with them. Jay Levi now says, not a hot take, but a hot theory. Alpha Academy might beat the Usos for the titles just in time for Chad's return to continue the story with American Made and Chad Gable. That would be so insane if they did that, but I could see it happening. It seems like nowadays, if there's a feud going on and something happens to stop the feud, well then everybody's just taken off TV and the feud just restarts back when everybody's healthy, and it's like, that's dumb. Pivot. Like, that's what the writers are for. Just pivot the storyline. There's no need to punish everybody because one person got injured. It sucks that person got injured, but we can continue the storyline. And Kid Wilkes says, I'm not sure if all this AJ stuff is being rushed, but I do appreciate it. Perhaps he'll channel his lone wolf gimmick if he loses and travel all around the world until he hangs up his boots. Yeah, I would love for him to go to New Japan. I would love for him to go to AEW. I would love for him to go to TNA, but he's not gonna. He's even said, like, someone tweeted he should retire in AEW once he loses in WWE, and he was like, stupid things I've heard on the internet for 500, Alex, something like that. AJ's just gonna be done. I do appreciate that he is getting, like, some opportunity to shine, but basically it's too little, too late. Like, he should have had a lot of time last year to shine. But right now, it's like, okay, we've known he was retiring at the Royal Rumble, and now we're just like, we're speed rushing a retirement tour, the greatest hits. Like, yeah, great that he got Shinsuke, great that he got CM Punk, but it's like, we're literally going to retire the dude with like 2-week notice. AJ's like, I want out at Royal Rumble. Then we should have been building this since at least last November. John Cena's retirement or not. I mean, heck, John Cena wasn't even present from like November on. We should have done more. We should have done more for AJ Styles. Then, well, Thank you, AJ Styles. I loved your stuff in TNA. I really did. When you were teaming up with Christian, I know a lot of people didn't like that because you were kind of regulated to like the sidekick. But you were so funny. So, all right, boys. All right, girls. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm thinking Royal Rumble prediction. How about a Royal Rumble prediction tomorrow? And let me know also about the one take one shots if you want those to continue. If I get enough people, I'll do it, because this channel is all about the people, and I will do what you want. But I need that engagement. I don't get engagement, I'm not going to do it, because then I think you guys don't want it. See you, bye.